in my car and doing lives, and I wanted to share some quick pointers with you. You know what? Doesn't matter who you are in business. It doesn't matter how long you've been running your business. Some days can be very hard. In fact, I have 2 children who are under 9 and 2 children that are over 19. And some days can be really, really hard, just navigating through the day. Yesterday, I had lots of plans to do work, to do activities, to work on my business. And I ended up taking my son out, sorting out some oil in my car, organising my son's insurance because he just passed his test. And this is why I always say parenting doesn't stop when your child is like 16, 17, 18, even 21. It doesn't stop there. It's a continuous effort. If you love your children enough, even if you're selfish sometimes, you're still going to pour into them. And I had some good news this week because my son passed his test, although he tried to prank me. And I wouldn't have minded, actually, if he had not passed his test first time, because I know he's done his best. And in life, my philosophy is do your best. If the outcome isn't what you want, at least you know you've done your best. And that's what I've always led my children to believe. But yet still, they've always just exceeded my expectations. First time on theory test passed. First time on driving test passed. So he's now on the road and I let him drive my car. You might see some of that on my stories on Insight to Marketing page. But I just came to share with some of you that, do you know what? It's not easy navigating parenting, especially when you're running a business. And I think for those of you that have taken on someone else's child, or if you are running a business and you are a carer, maybe you're an adoptive parent, maybe you just look after someone else's child now and again, maybe you're even a child minder, right? We mustn't forget that actually we have to have time for ourselves and we need to be able to say no as well confidently. One of the things that I began to do more is say no this year, because I just realized I was just pouring into everyone and everything and not giving myself enough time. So I've gone back to my Mondays and Fridays of not working on my business unless I have a one-to-one, which is going to be like brief or someone's in dire need. I'll take that call. But otherwise, Mondays and Fridays are my me days where I can do squiddly pop, zero work. So obviously being out with my son on, a Wednesday, I did my call in the car that I needed to do, but I had other things I wanted to do, because obviously I'm trying to focus on my business, do activities, and be productive. So I just came to say, for those of you that, like me, have other children, older children, younger children, for those of you that, like me, that don't really always get a break, you don't necessarily have support from people, you don't have a living nanny, you don't have resources that allow you to kind of park your kids for a few days or even long weekends, then just stick at it. Because do you know what? In building my business, I'm not going to lie, I've done everything on my own. Some of you would have seen me taking my children to events in the buggy, lugging the buggy up and down the stairs, emptying the boot, and I've done a lot of that on my own. And I can say thank you to friends and family. But the reality is the hard work, the effort, and often the time that I've put in that other people have resented is what's got me here. And I'm never going to stop building. So I just came to say that, yes, some days can be very hard. If you work a full-time job and you run a business, some days are going to be very hard. If you have little ones and you're trying to build a business, some days are going to be very hard. And even if you have older children, let's not discount the fact that your older children are still your children. Some days are going to be hard. Whilst doing this live, my 19-year-old son has called me. I can't imagine what he needs now. But this is just to say to you that you have to have balance, yeah? You're not expecting, I hope anyway, rewards and praise for the work you're putting in, because it's your business. So if you're building your own business, ain't nothing going to stop you from getting to what you want, right? No one's comments, no one's side eyes, none of the naysayers, your friends or family, whatever. They shouldn't be stopping you. But just make sure you understand some days are going to be hard. In the last 8 years of me building my business, I've had some really trialing days. I've had some trialing months. I've had some challenges with my health. And it just made me really see who is for me. And it made me really understand that most of the time, I'm for myself. I mean, let's be honest. You might have supportive friends and family around you, but they too need to be selfish. There's only so much people can do for you. So if you're in business, you can let me know in the comments what your views are on this video. If you're in business, you've really got to understand that most of the time, you're going to be doing this alone. And if you have a really good team, they will be there to support you as well. But the instruction and everything you're doing has to come from you. So stay motivated. If you want to have a chat about it, let me know. I can share some of my tips with you. I've also got some tips on my YouTube as well. 5 crazy things that I did when I started my business. That's quite a popular one. I've got a SoundCloud episode on good business habits, which is on the Inspire Your Biz podcast. I've also got another SoundCloud episode, which is called How to Rock It as a Woman in Business, which I definitely recommend you check out if, like me, you've had some challenging days in your business so far. Have a good day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.